All right, let's just dive right in. Today, we're going to break down a system that takes that really human desire for self-improvement and turns it into a massive financial loss.
1 million yen. Think about that number for a second. That's what a completely ordinary person can end up losing after starting with what looks like a totally harmless, even cheap self-help seminar.
So, how on earth does that happen? It's a huge question, but the answer isn't really about weak willpower or someone just being gullible. No, it's about frankly, a brilliantly designed business model, one that's perfectly optimized to take advantage of our own psychology.
To really get it, you have to understand the structure. So let's pull back the curtain and look at the actual blueprint of how these systems operate, because that's where the real secret is hidden.
So this is the textbook definition. It looks kind of complex, but it's simple. It's a business model that uses recruitment to grow, but it's dressed up to look like a personal growth program. You'll notice the definition is all about its structure, a structure that's built for expansion, not necessarily for your actual personal growth.
And here is the path they create for you. It's almost always these 3 steps. First, there's the hook, a cheap, accessible seminar to get you in the door. Then comes the upsell, where the prices suddenly skyrocket once you're emotionally invested. And finally, the engine. This is the real kicker. You are turned into the engine of the business, incentivized to recruit others. You literally go from a curious guest to a high-paying customer and then to a recruiter.
And this right here, this is the most critical thing to understand. The real danger isn't even in the content they're teaching. I mean, some of the advice might actually sound pretty good. Stuff about changing your mindset, unlocking your potential. Who wouldn't want that? But the real product you're buying isn't the advice. It's the system of expansion itself.
Okay, so let's follow the money, because this is where things get really, really eye-opening. We're going to look at how this builds into such an incredibly profitable business.
Just look at these numbers for a minute. An 80% profit margin. That is absolutely insane. For the high-level courses, it can even hit 90%. And why are the margins so high? It's simple. The actual product costs them almost nothing to make and sell over and over again.
And this is why. Let's break down what you're actually paying for. The lecturer's talk, that has 0 replication cost. The group workshops, 0. The course PDFs, maybe a few yen. And that certification they give you, it costs them nothing to print. Often, even the lecturers are just past participants working for free or a commission. It's almost pure profit.
And this chart shows you exactly how they cash in on that near zero cost. It's a price ladder. You start with something that feels totally reasonable, 3,000 yen. But look at that next step. It's a massive jump. It's all designed to systematically squeeze more and more money out of you as you get deeper into the ideology and the community.
Now, a financial model this aggressive doesn't work on its own. It absolutely has to be powered by some potent psychological tactics. This is where it stops being just a business and starts feeling more like behavioral engineering.
You will hear phrases just like this one over and over. It's language specifically designed to make leaving feel like a personal failure. It reframes any doubt you might have as a weakness you need to overcome by, you guessed it, buying the next course. It makes it psychologically painful to even consider walking away.
There's also a huge information gap at play here. You get sold these big, vague, emotional promises like, your life will change. But critical data is always hidden. What's the real success rate? How many people drop out? How many ask for refunds? That information is never shared.
So these 3 principles are basically the foundation for the organizers, and together they create the perfect system for them. First, value is just a feeling, so you can't objectively prove it's not working. Second, change is slow, which justifies selling you endless courses. And third, if it doesn't work, well, that's your fault, not the program's. All the responsibility is shifted to you.
So yeah, the damage to your bank account is obviously huge, but the true cost, the true price of playing this game is so much higher.
When you add it all up, the total cost is just devastating. It's not just the money. It's the hundreds of hours of your life you can never get back. It's the strain on your relationships when you're pressured to recruit people you care about. And it's the huge blow to your self-worth when the promised breakthrough never happens and you're told it's your own fault.
And check out this number. This is what participants often spend annually, every single year, on top of the big fees just to stay in the system. Things like ongoing courses, special camps, membership renewals. The financial drain just keeps going.
Okay, this all sounds pretty intense, I know. But here's the good news. There is a really simple and incredibly powerful way to see through all this. A way to protect yourself.
Seriously,
It's just one question. Think of it like a shield. It cuts right through all the marketing, the emotional testimonials, the hype, and the peer pressure. It gets to the very heart of the business model.
This is it. Does this product work even if I don't bring other people into it? If the answer is no, or if your success is somehow tied to you recruiting others, then you're not looking at a self-help product. You're looking at a chain expansion system. The value of a real product should have nothing to do with your ability to sell it.
And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. This isn't necessarily a story about evil people. It's about a highly refined business model that is perfectly tuned to our very human desire for growth and community. At the end of the day, the winner isn't the person who buys the most courses. The winner is the one who understands how the whole system works. That's your best defense.